Is back. Here we go, week one. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go, go, go.
Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now it's gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. A 2-yard pickup. They'll run with Swift. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Bryant, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Bears 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Running is Swift. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw. They're firing a deep ball for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Chicago Bears believe they got a steal getting Cole Kmet out of Notre Dame, the tight end, in the 2nd round because on most boards, he was a consensus #1 tight end. He can block, catch the ball downfield, and it was funny talking with a scout right before the draft, and he told me, I think there's a lot more receiving ability for Cole Kmet than people think. We just saw evidence of it on that last play.
A 7-yard pickup.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Julian Okwara on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to air one out and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a carry for Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Goff. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs them up for another 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown.
Bring it up.
Rashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
They will run it with Swift here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bullock's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Yeah, we dominate today. Let's show them how to play.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And now here is another interception, picked by the rookie Jeff Okudah. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
We dominate today.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the 2nd round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the 2nd round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my #1 running back.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
That's money in the bank, right?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
33-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught by Cohen. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Room to run again. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 2-yard line.
One more time with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And it's up and good.
Lions 55, Bears 6.
Clean the house, baby.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And it's 3rd down.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Cole Kmet. Incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Agnew now to return. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Brings up 2nd.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Swift. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Bears.
Just gotta be patient, baby. Just gotta be patient.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want cause of your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop me. Diamonds are clearer than my bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was down cold, but I went out and got it. Feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess. It's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action, quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my juke, can't catch my
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might the way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why these people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could at the altar, we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my juke, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many ties in the culture, hit you with them K-Lotra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was young and something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my juke, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel, you're grinding that. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel. We'll step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We'll step on, spin move, in zone, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be the true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a a beast and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent a check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt, Jesus wept.
On the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me back. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no farmers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I run it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made